Good morning everyone, this is Team Raw and now we are presenting our project Blink. This is a user authentication page where investigator gonna put his credentials and log into the system. For the sake of the demo, I'm gonna put the demo credentials and log into the system. Huh. Here you can see a black canvas where our graph gonna be formed, and here you can see a left panel where we gonna feed some synthetic data to see the formation of the graph. Above here you can see an investigation panel where every fraud graph that we detect gonna put here, and investigator can see it and and track the whole process. Here you can see a recovery panel where investigator can see what's the chances of recovering a fraud amount, whether it's still in the network or it's cash out, and what's the probability of fetching a amount. It also suggests some methods to recover the amount if it is present in the network. Now let me put some synthetic data to show the formation of the graph. Here I put this synthetic graph of data and run, and you can see graph is forming, and it turned red.
Attention.
Now
Potential fraud cluster
our
detected, 9
AI
accounts
will
involved.
gonna tell us
Estimated
more
risk score
about the
100%.
fraud.
Pattern resembles hybrid laundering structure. Confidence 93%. Would you like a detailed analysis?
Now let me tell you more about our project. Here we implied profile wise data filling, multi bank data filling. नॉट ओनली हम यूनियन बैंक का डाटा फीड कर सकते हैं, बट हम यूनियन बैंक का फ्रॉड जो एस बी आई एच डी एफ सी व अदर बैंक्स को इंक्लूड करके दैट टाइप ऑफ डाटा वी कैन फिल इट टू, एज वेल एज हम प्रोफाइल बेस्ड फ्रॉड डिटेक्शन करते हैं. इफ़ अ फार्मर इज़ देयर, उसका 10 लाख 20 लाख का ट्रांजेक्शन नहीं हो सकता, तो इज हाई चांस ही इज इनटू द फ्रॉड. And if there is a businessman, we don't gonna flag it fraud, cause for a businessman 10-20 lakh transaction is common. So we created many types of profiles for different personas. Here we also have red team. The purpose of red team is to train our blue team. Blue team is the one who detects the graph and tells whether it is fraud or not. Here we get continuous here we get continuous graph patterns on which we gonna train our blue team, so that it gets completely evolved as the frauds also get evolved with time. Here you see a yes and no panel. Yes says to feed the data to Bluetooth to train it, and no means the given data which came from Retem is garbage, and it rejects it. If the given data from Retem is garbage, then Retem evaluate itself, analyze itself, and improve itself. So next time it provide better data to train blue team. Here there is a data which blue missed to catch, and we gonna feed it to the blue team. Here you can see we feed that data to the blue team, and now we can train the blue team on the basis of that data. For that we have a training option here. Here you can see a complete detail about that data that blue missed, and now we gonna click it relearn from this case, and now blue gonna learn this from this case. Now let me show you investigation panel. This is the investigation panel. This is the recent fraud that this graph is about. Here when I open this case, we have all the detail about the case, everything about the case. You can see here pattern, accounts involved, what type of fraud it is, and everything. Now we can, if the case is closed, we can just simply say close the case and like solved, and now case is closed. Now we have a recovery panel where we can check whether what's the chances of recovery of the amount. Suppose this is the graph pattern and amount, and the money is still hovering in this node. So we can came here and check whether what we can came here and check what's the probability of the amount to be recovered. Here we have every detail of the fund flow and suggestions to what to do to protect our capital. Here it says protect 2 lakh. For that we have to freeze the account F and else. We can generate this recovery ideas in the form of PDF, docs, JSON. This is the profile area. I don't have to tell much more about it. And this is the search area where you can search and all. Currently our UBI is not working perfectly due to some network issue. Otherwise I would have showed you much more capabilities of this project, and I hope I can present this in one-on-one live, one-on-one real life session, which we are going to have in little while. Thank you.